Have you ever had one of those days where absolutely nothing went wrong, but somehow everything still felt wrong? You wake up on time, your phone is charged, the weather is nice, nobody spills coffee on your shirt, and yet, by lunchtime, your motivation has disappeared like it owed someone money. It's weird, because we usually blame bad days on big problems. Maybe you didn't sleep enough, maybe work was stressful, maybe someone annoyed you, but after paying attention to my own routine for a while, I noticed something strange. The biggest difference between my good days and my bad days wasn't a huge event. It wasn't luck. It wasn't motivation. It was one tiny decision that happened before my brain was even fully awake. And the funny part? Most of us make this decision automatically every single morning. Imagine your brain is like a GPS. The moment you wake up, it asks, "Where are we going today?" The problem is, most people answer that question without realizing it. For me, the answer used to be, "My bed is warm." 5 more minutes, which somehow turned into 20, then 30. Then suddenly I was speed walking through my entire morning while trying to eat breakfast at the same time. Why does toast always become 10 times harder to chew when you're late? Scientists should study that. I became convinced that mornings simply hated me. Until one weekend, I accidentally woke up before my alarm. Not because I suddenly became responsible, no. My neighbor apparently decided that 7 a.m. was the perfect time to discover the exciting world of power tools. Nothing says good morning like hearing a drill attack a wall you've never met. Since I was already awake, I had 2 choices. Option 1, close my eyes and pretend sleep was still happening. Option 2, get out of bed immediately. Neither option sounded particularly exciting, but for some reason, I stood up. That's it. No motivational speech, no dramatic music, no life-changing quote floating across the sky. I just stood up. And something unexpected happened. My brain stopped negotiating. Usually my thoughts sounded like this: I'll get up in 1 minute. Actually, 30 more seconds. Okay, after I check my notifications. Well, now I'm awake anyway, so I might as well watch one video. Congratulations. You've somehow traveled 45 minutes into the future. But the moment both of my feet touched the floor, that entire conversation disappeared, because there was nothing left to debate. The decision had already been made. That's when I realized something interesting. Your brain loves unfinished decisions. It treats them like open tabs on a computer. Each one quietly steals a little attention. Should I get up? Should I stay in bed? Should I check my phone? Should I go back to sleep? Should I? Eventually, your brain becomes a customer service desk with nobody taking tickets. Everything is waiting, nothing is moving, and somehow you're exhausted before your day even starts. I started noticing this everywhere. Walking into the kitchen, opening the refrigerator, closing it, opening it again, as if food magically appears during the 8 seconds the door is closed. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Although every single time I reopen it, part of me still believes today's the day. Our brains are surprisingly optimistic when cheese is involved. The funny thing is that making decisions isn't actually what drains us, it's delaying them. Think about it. Have you ever spent 30 minutes deciding what movie to watch, only to spend the entire movie thinking, we probably should have picked the other one? At that point, the movie isn't the problem. Your brain never finished choosing. It just rented 2 regrets for the price of 1. And mornings are exactly like that. Every tiny delay teaches your brain something. Not that you're lazy, not that you're unmotivated, just that hesitation is normal. So hesitation starts showing up everywhere else. Should I answer that email? Maybe later. Should I start exercising? Tomorrow sounds healthier. Should I begin that project? I'll feel more motivated after watching one more video. Funny how one more video has the same mathematical properties as just one potato chip. No one in history has ever stopped at exactly 1. Thanks for watching. Comment next for part 2.